Berta's and ooh, this one's worth 100. We should do that one. 100 should be good. Because we can get 100 of those. Don't know what we're in for, but we can try. Honestly, I want my trailblazer back to being physical. I'll just have to remember to actually change our artifacts this time. Under here? Where are we going? No, we're gonna go back. This way. Listen. So, what did you do with those defective robots? Well, come on. What are you squirming around for? The worker inside of the arms management forgot to report the defective units to the commanding officer. Those robots may have already been deployed to the restricted zone. What? Don't get angry. A written report of this incident submitted to management. We just need to wait for them to send someone to deal with it. But you know what our approval system is like. Until then, we can't really do anything. We can't just wait here and do nothing. We'll be big trouble if we don't deal with this now. How can you just sit around so calmly? You're right, but we're just small potatoes. There's no way we can deal with those crazy robots. Ugh, this makes me so angry. Where's the garrison people? They're to blame for the restricted zone receiving this batch of subpar garbage since they didn't do enough quality control. Shouldn't these people come forward to provide us with an explanation? Well, I've counted them, but no matter what I say, they just blame it on the technology division, saying that they're unreliable and the garrison has nothing to do with it, which means we have to deal with it ourselves. That's ridiculous. How could they shirk responsibility like that? You need a hand? Huh, which department are you from? Kind-hearted passerby. A kind-hearted passerby in this place? I doubt it. Wait, aren't you the outsider on the warrant that the architects were so desperate to apprehend not so long ago? But this is a military restricted zone, and not even a snow mouse is supposed to be able to enter. How did you manage to get in? Oh, whatever. If you can put up a fight against the Silvermane guys, those crazy robots might be a piece of cake for you, right? Listen, I have something very urgent I need to help with. It's a matter of life and death. Saving people is my passion. Easier said than done. I hope you really are that reliable. Let me give you a rundown first. So, last month, the garrison ordered a bunch of guard bots. And at the time, the manufacturing team was so overstretched that there was no other option but to outsource some workloads to a private manufacturer in the city. And it turns out that this batch of robots is simply subpar. There's a real danger they could go out of control. I guess you've already heard what happens afterwards, so I'll say no more. In short, I hope you can deal with those out-of-control robots as soon as possible and take back their core modules. I don't even care how you do it. Electromagnetic interference, remote control, or simply smashing them to pieces. They're useless anyways. I've marked down the general location of those robots. Hurry up, we don't have much time left. Sweet, smash them robots. I love it. Woohoo, let's smash some robots. A Carabink is in chat. Jeweled Pokemon. Yep, I do. I'll just toss a ball for it anyway, since I'm already there. Doodle-doo. Okay, retrieve the cores from the broken robots. Let's be this one. Maybe not. About this one. There we go. How it does. If that 20% matters. Yeah, it looks like it does. Yeah, I got the points. Caught it. That's cool. Let's see here. Doesn't have a turn for a while. Let's go to there. And Trailblazer with the correct artifacts should be able to do the job. There we go. Contain core module. Okay, that's one. We're going to turn it clockwise. So that wasn't the right way to go. Maybe it was. Another little broken remote. Warm up a little bit. Alright, these guys are gonna start attacking, so shields up. This door is like eternally locked. What to do about that door? Let's turn it clockwise again, I guess. Looks like they broke this one. What's wrong with this robot? It doesn't recognize us. I have no idea. Seems to be a new robot from the garrison. If we dismantle it like this without telling the captain, will we get into any trouble? It's a faulty robot. Let me handle this. Ugh, aren't they brand new? How come? Is this because the garrison didn't properly quality control? Just leave it be. It's not our job to pursue the matter. Are you here to retrieve it? We already have removed the core module, so please look into this matter and don't let this happen again. It was so scary. Right, so we didn't have to fight the big one. That's good. I like that. I gotta turn this thing again. Clockwise again. March is the first character I've seen that can run around in the cold in a skimpy outfit, and it's justified because she's like ice powers. She's like, cold never bothered me anyways. All right, Pela. We should take a moment to think this through. Who's involved in quality control process for this outsourcing project? Tell me all the names you can think of. Miss Sergenya, I'm just a researcher here. I don't know as much as you think. Firstly, my name is Sergenvina. Secondly, you don't have to patronize me. Just call me Pela. I don't care if you call me an officer or not. I only care about handling this incident properly and efficiently, and that depends on whether you can give me useful information. Don't waste our time. I think, Miss Pela. Please don't call my name like that. Why are you here? This is strange. How come it's you again? Gapper didn't tell me not to make things difficult for the outsider. The Silverman Guide's restriction zone just isn't somewhere you can let you hang around. I'm here to deal with those defective robots. Then this time you can't say it's none of your business. Be honest and tell me the truth. All right, you confess everything. Understand now. This is more or less as I surmised. Since Miss Molly and you are involved in this incident, then everything makes sense now. As to those core modules, handle them first. Okay, here you go, sweetheart. All right, Mr. Researcher. Do you want to comment on this? Your statement seems to be a little bit different from this lady's. Well, I was just afraid you'd make Molly a suspect. She can be a bit impatient at times, but I assure you that this incident had nothing to do with her. Please just spare me, Captain. Don't worry. You and Molly will be fine. Just don't play silly games with me when it happens again in the future. Remember what I said. Don't waste my time. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Captain Sigurvanian. So, what are you going to do next? Even though I really want to hold you responsible for trespassing into the military zone, I will forever let it slide this time. And Sir will vouch for your ability and character. I'd also like to ask you to help me deal with the incident, which is a chance for you to make up for your mistakes. Long story short, this robot incident is one chapter in my ongoing investigation. The stakes here are very high. Miss Molly may have ruffled some feathers. So, she might be in danger now. I'm going to ask you one last question. Do you know where Molly is? Well, there seemed to be a family emergency, so she ran back to check on them. It was a Silvermine guard from the garrison who came to send her the message. I don't know what they talked about, but she looked dreadful afterwards. I think you can go to the administrative district. There's an apartment building next to the abandoned business street. I think Molly's there. My guess was right. She's in trouble. I'll go first. Please follow me as soon as possible. Oh, Molly, we're coming to your rescue. She seems to be okay for now. Oh. You must be Molly from the technology division. How are things going? Leave me alone. So annoying. Oh, you're Officer Pela. I'm sorry. In the middle of emergency. I'm very sorry. You're here as well. I see. Have those defective robots been dealt with? All done. No one was hurt. That's good. No, wait. Why should I have anything to do with me? All I ended up doing was just cleaning up the mess left behind by those guys. Why should I worry so much for them? It's not like it's my fault. Did anyone in your family get hurt? Forget it. Why do I care whether they live or die? Family. Oh, this is what you two are here for. Fortunately, I live alone, and no one else got hurt. I was waiting for your update at the arsenal just now, and these people came to me. They said that I went too far this time, and they gave me a warning. I realized something was wrong, so I ran home as fast as I could. By the time I got home, the whole house had been turned upside down by them. All the valuables and even the worthless stuff are gone. Everything gone. They took everything. Then wrote insults all over the doors, windows, walls. I can't do anything about it. How am I supposed to just let them get away with it? Can't anyone hold them accountable for their actions? Why, I was just doing my job. Why do I have to be humiliated? What did I do wrong? Yeah, we'll help you take back what is rightfully yours. This happened because of me. You don't have to do that. I just need to blow off some steam. Don't be afraid, Miss Molly. This is not your fault. Just let us handle this from now on. We, the Silvermane Guards, are now officially on the case. For now, it's best that you do not directly confront those thugs, since they've just shown that they are not shy about using violence. Oh, and another thing. You can rest assured that we, the Silvermane Guards, will never let you go homeless. You can seek temporary shelter in the Neverwinter workshop for now. The owner of the workshop can ensure your safety. Just say my name when you meet her. But I want to go with you. I want to see those gang of thugs brought to justice with my own eyes. It's just too risky. Your security must be our top priority. I'll arrange for you to have your house fixed later. For the time being, please just focus on protecting yourself in case of Furzel reprisals. So... She seems very upset. Trailbuzzer. I already know the people responsible for this. Their names are in my records. They won't get away. Now let's go back to the restricted zone and give those filthy thugs a proper greeting. I wish I had built Pela. I could take her. Well. Restricted zone. Where are we supposed to go? Back to the spot. Okay. There they are. Huh? Why is Molly here? And she got here before us? I knew it. It was you guys who did it. Have you ever thought about what happens to people if they die from those defective robots? What happens? Let me tell you. Even if something really happens, your technology division will take the blame. You... Come on, Molly. I've warned you so many times to keep your mouth shut about the things in the restricted zone. You know how it goes. You scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours. Hmm. Let's check it. I gotta get my bot running on this. Yeah, I don't need to. She looks like she's in trouble. Quick, let's check it out. Switch to dialogue first. Give it up, little girl. You think you can put an end to all of Belogog's shading dealings because it's military and it's merchants? That's so much bigger than you can ever imagine. Or possibly, or whatever. All we've done so far is a little do-over of your house. If you ever provoke the ire of those higher-ups, you won't even dare to think about the consequences. Right. Calm down. That's enough. Put your weapons down. Put your hands up. Quick. What happened? Oh, I get it. Good one, little girl. You found someone to help you. Did you? Unfortunately, there are only 2 weaklings. Let me tell you, even if the captain himself were here, we wouldn't be scared off. Wow. Seems like you two are taking me seriously at all. I am an intelligence officer. This is a major case, and I just might have to put you on my agenda. Let's kick their butt, Trailblazer. No need to hold back, as you know. The Silverman Guards have first-class medical support. Don't know what the provide support thing does. We'll look it up real quick. Receive support. What does that even mean? When a friendly supported unit attacks any target, this unit will immediately launch a follow-up attack. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like her skill. So much for your support. Can't support somebody who's lying face flat first on the concrete. Wow, 12k. Kick butt. Oh wow, that was fun. He's supporting the big guy. That's annoying. Might have to kill him instead. Alright, so he's frozen now. He's gonna bring out some friends. Oh, that's nice. Such a satisfying click sound that they make. Oh my god, it's such a satisfying sound effect. Kill this guy.
けないよ。即戦即決でいこう。ルールは破るためにある。
Nice. Good hit.
逃がさない。千の珍奇を持って鼓舞を。万事吉とならん。一心同期。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スタールインファントム。しつこい。フィアス。うちの出番。動かないでね。今祝福してあげるから。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。あんたの番だよ。うっとうしいわね。うちに出くわすなんてついてないね。うちがいるんだから負けないよ。殴ったね。
Bringing out his friends again. And we're done. Don't have to beat the little guys if we beat the big guy in the middle. Civilian guards rushed to the scene, and under Pela's command, they led the criminal punishment confinement room, where they'll be awaiting their punishment. Is it over? Oh, you're safe now. They were not bluffing, you know. If it weren't for you guys helping me out in time, I'm afraid I would have been... I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Thank goodness you weren't hurt. Also, I found hard evidence that there are illicit dealings with those shady merchants. I believe you are looking for something as well. Is that right, Miss Molly? Indeed, and I found it. Luckily, it's still in good condition. What's this? Oh, this is a family heirloom. Even though I don't know exactly what's inside, it's still very important to me. Miss Molly, I do have another serious question to ask you. How did you manage to show up before we did? If anything, you should be at the workshop now. Well, I was thinking about how all this only happened because of me, so I thought I should... That's not a good excuse, Miss Molly. No offense, but you are simply too reckless. I do admire your bravery and sense of duty, but you are still lacking in situational judgment and thus often end up putting yourself in harm's way. Have you really given much thought to how you could win the fight against those thugs all on your own? Let's be charitable here and assume that you could beat them. What then? Are you really equipped to take on the criminal mastermind behind the scenes? You were right, Officer Pela. I didn't think clearly enough about the consequences of my action, and those goons weren't entirely off the mark when they said I couldn't take the whole world on just on my own. I thought I could make Belbog a better place. I can't even manage my own life. I'm working so hard, but what's the point? You can't change everyone. Is it my dream really a joke? A city that stands for justice and equality? It's impossible in this world. Well, Molly, please don't get nihilistic, says the person who's finds the nihility. God. Maybe I was being a bit too harsh now. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just couldn't help myself. I'd better listen to Officer Pela and head back to the workshop. Perhaps this job is not for me after all. What else do they have to say? Sorry, I'm fine. I just couldn't help myself. All right, she already said that. What does Pela have to say? Take her back to the workshop. I have to follow up on this incident. Let's meet at the workshop later if you are free. Looks like Molly needs someone to talk to. Okay. Let's go to the workshop then. I got a friend request. X. Level 13. Hatius? Sure, in principle. I don't know if that's somebody who's in chat or that's just a random person, but that's fine. We want to go to the workshop. Pela. I'm very curious. There's something there. Hey. Getting a text message from Serval. Hey, Trailblazer. I just wanted to thank you for helping Molly out. Is she okay? She's fine and in pretty good shape. Don't worry, I'll look after her. Come down to the workshop if you can. Molly's not as grumpy as she seems. She actually wants company. She'd be so happy if you could chat with her. That's all I wanted to say. See ya. Let's follow up on Molly. Let's go there. That's kind of where I was planning on going anyways, but at least now it's official. Listen, Miss Serval, if you could shake the box lightly, you can still hear the clanging sound of water. It's probably some kind of vinegar that's used to dissolve papyrus. It's sort of like those kinds of mechanisms where the file would be automatically destroyed if it were forcefully opened. Looks like it shouldn't be taken apart, or should I say, it'd be hard for it to non-destructively take it apart. This can be quite the hassle. Let me take a closer look. What I'm trying to say is that we shouldn't even try to take it apart. Are you guys in trouble? Yo, Trailblazer. To what do we owe the pleasure? If you had something that needs fixing, just leave it here. I'll have a look after it. I figure out how to take apart Ms. Molly's heirloom and tin box. Do not take it apart! Oh, I'm just a little anxious. I didn't mean to, Miss Serval. Sorry. I'm just joking. Rest assured, I won't damage it. Is the shop not opening today, Serval? Of course it's open. Well, I haven't had much business recently, so I've been helping Miss Molly here with her family heirloom. I'd have to say, even by today's standards, the craftsmanship of this little box is highly advanced. Can't just ignore this item. It's this interesting. Anyway, as you can see, Miss Serval and I are trying to figure out the mystery about my family heirloom together. The one we brought back from the last incident. I remember my father telling me, this is inheritance left by us by our ancestors. When there is no other way, find a way to open this iron box. But we haven't made much progress other than finding a puzzle engraved on the box. Wanted to just take it apart, but Molly wouldn't let me. What were my ancestors thinking? Why would anyone in dire need have the time to solve puzzles? Way to mess around with their children. So what does the puzzle say? That's the problem. You can't even read the puzzle. To us, it's just a bunch of letters that we've never seen before. We thought about that. Logically speaking, a box like this can only be opened with the corresponding key. This box doesn't use a pin tumbler lock mechanism at all. And the shape of the keyhole is so odd. It seems like what needs is not so much a key, but something like a screw or a drill. Apparently, Miss Molly's ancestors didn't leave us such of an odd-shaped key, so we have to bite the bullet, solve the puzzle. In any case, we have to decipher what the puzzle is first. Decipher. Oh, yes, Miss Serval. Trailblazer. Could this be the Silvermine Guard's encryption technology? After all, our family has worked in the technological division for generations, so it won't be a stretch to presume that my ancestors used codes from the Guard, right? Makes sense. But I wasn't expecting this from the expelled from the Guard not a long time ago. I have no idea about this sort of thing. Oh, once I heard my colleagues from the intelligence department talking about this. I don't know the specifics after all. I am just an entry-level employee. I don't usually encounter these things at work. I'm out of ideas now. Trailblazer, what do you think? We should probably ask Pela for help. You're right, Pela. How could I forget? She's an intelligence expert. Oh, I believe Miss Pela mentioned she would get a new magazine just before she left this morning. New magazine, huh? I see. She often spends her days off at the bookstore. Come on, let's go find her. Yeah, Serval really is the spiritual successor to Beto. She's got such a Beto energy. Let's see where Pela's been at. Hey Fizz, how's business? Ha! If it isn't Serval. Business? Same old. It's a nice way to earn a living, but every now and then I can read leisurely like this. Oh, are you here to pick up that book? Sorry. There doesn't seem to be something wrong with the publisher. I haven't received it yet. No worries. It's not like I need the book right away. I actually came to see Pela. Was she here earlier today? Ah, Miss Pela. Yeah, she went back to get money. She should be back soon. I can't believe she didn't bring enough money. Here's what happens. Miss Pela wasn't aware that this new magazine has a venue limited edition. She only bought enough money for the regular edition. So what kind of magazine is it? What's the venue? I'm guessing it's fan fiction of that Tale of Winterlands. They both have novels and comics. They write about the relationship between the characters from the original novels. But they're all created by fans, and some of them are completely unrelated to the original works. I think they have meetings on a regular basis to share their ideas. Pela is an important member of the Tale of the Winterlands fan club. They call her, what was it? Oh, Artem, you're so gentle. What did you say? Hey, looks like you and Pela have a lot in common, Trailblazer. Yo, Fizz, I'm back. Oh, right on time. Miss Pela is back. Why are you all here? So, Fizz, this is kind of embarrassing, but could you do me a favor and reserve that limited edition for me? Seems like I'll have to buy it a bit later. Also, you didn't let them see the new edition, did you? Of course not. Oh, good. Thank you, Fizz. My dignity as an intelligence officer has been saved. So, what are you guys doing here? Don't tell me you're here to buy books, because I won't believe it. Wait, I'm going to read Miss Pela's masterpiece. Oh my god. I want to read Miss Pela's masterpiece. Serval! Yes, how can I help, Miss Pela? Serval, you big mouth! I'll sort you out once we get back to the workshop. Actually, Miss Serval and I found a line of code on my heirloom tin box. Miss Pela, can you take a look? I mean, I could. Let's go back to the workshop and talk in detail. Fanfics writers. So, Pela, now that you have a look, what do you think? Well, I think you guys are probably on the right track. These disorganized letters certainly resemble cryptography. However, given this was created 600 or 700 years ago, it most likely uses a completely different encryption algorithm. So what encryption algorithm did they use then? Let me think. I remember that in Chapter 2, Section 4, the 7th edition of the Silvermine Guides on Cryptology, it says, in the early days of the Guards, Richard Balkan, the intelligence officer and chief of the technology division, popularized the earliest encryption method within the force. All the letters are shifted 4 places backwards in the alphabet, and the ciphertext can be obtained this way. The reverse can also be used for decryption. So it's wrote 4, wrote -4. Okay. All right, let's try it out. So, according to this method, it should be, got it. The key at the mountain pass, waiting. That place is the Supreme Guardian, the place of operation. In addition, the inscription is Richard Balklin. Based on the surname, this Richard is indeed my ancestors. Wait, isn't this the guy that Miss Pela just mentioned? And what does that earth does that mean anyway? That's could be the location of the next clue. You're right. There are 2 locations mentioned in this sentence. The mountain pass, the place of operation of the Supreme Guardian. I'm guessing it was referring to the fortress that was eroded by the fragmentum. And the key must be referring to the key that opens the box. In other words, this ancestor hid the key of the heirloom in a tin box to the corridor of fading echoes. Uh-oh. Even the guards, it's difficult to set foot in the fragmentum, let alone ordinary citizens like us, especially if you want to go searching around the inside. What do? We've finally found a clue. Do we have to give it up after all? I visit the fragmentum like it's my home. Then your home must be quite the hellhole. Are you really going to help me find the key? Thank you so much. I don't want to pressure you into this. Safety should always be the #1 priority. Don't worry, I'll look after her. Ms. Molly, just wait in the workshop with Serval. Without further ado, let's go now. Are you ready, Trailblazer? Let's go. Alright, some 52 enemies, quantum, electro, ice. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We want to do physical? Yeah, we'll do physical. Let's start searching for Miss Molly's things from here. We don't need to go up the stairs. That place is not part of the old city fortress. It's nothing but battlefields. Thankfully, we didn't encounter enemies coming here. But I can't promise it'll stay that way on our way back. Keep your eyes peeled. This place gives off a strange vibe today. You seem familiar with this place. Yeah, I used to come here with Guppard to survey the terrain. That was a long time ago. Needless to say, it was very important for an intelligence officer to personally map the battlefield. Unfortunately, the pressure on the front line increased so quickly that we had to retreat to the Silvermine Guard restricted zone. Those pieces of intelligence were not very useful in the end. What's so strange about this place's vibe? It's too quiet. Normally we could have come all this way without any fights. It may seem like a good thing, but deep down I'm disturbed by this strange quietness. Anyway, let's be more careful from now on. Oh, why should we start searching here? The old citadel ruins from the north to the south, and we are now at the southernmost end. If we start from here, we can save a trip going backwards. Technically, it'll be the same if we were to start from the north. I just picked this direction at random when we came. Alright, let's go. Great, let's go. Even though we didn't encounter any enemies coming here, it's still hard to say what will happen later. If we get into a fight, I'll cover you. It so happens that if you are defeated, I will definitely fight my way back to bring you to a safe place and continue our exploration when you are ready. But it's best to avoid that. After all, there's only so much help I can give you. Stay sharp. Ooh. Beep beep. Matching object found. Matching object found. Do you want me to switch to search mode? What is this sound? Trailblazer, why are you carrying that thing around with you? Beep. Findy is not a thing. I am Richard, the home use object founder. Model information version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe edition, nicknamed Findy. It can help us find things. Pretty useful. I see. You outsiders sure have a lot of gadgets that come in handy. Where does he get those wonderful toys? Hey, Findy, show us the way. Yes. When you need to find something, just call Findy. The current target is something hidden, and there is one such target in detectable range. Please follow yours truly to conduct the search in accordance with the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual. It seems confident. Let's follow it. We'll use Findy to search along the way we came. Let's go. He's really talkative. Stay on track. Looks like there's nothing here. Wait a minute. Trailblazer, look, there's something wrong with this floor tile. Seems to be a line of words engraved on it. Stomp VoD. Does that mean we should step on this floor tile? Stomp hard. Huh? Wow, look, the tile head is floating. What's this, a secret compartment? There's also an oval thingy? A small oval frame containing a slightly yellowish portrait lies quietly in a secret compartment hidden in the tile. The man in the picture is dressed in the old uniform of the guards and has quite a classy look about him. If you weren't making such a silly face. You flip the portrait over to its backside to be a pattern of a clockwise rotating arrow. The ink has dried up. I have photos of all intelligence officers throughout the ages hanging on my office wall. Compared to them, old Balkan here does look quite classy in his portrait. If one can describe him as handsome. Alas, now I just feel like something precious has been cruelly ripped from my heart. This might be the so-called static beauty. Maybe, but I'm kind of agnostic about this. Calm down, Pela. Calm down. Forget what you saw today. Okay, I've put that all behind me now. Wow, Trailblazer, look. Balkan has a painted pattern of a clockwise rotation arrow on the back of his portrait. There seems to be another sentence below. The next clue is sleeping in the shadow of the arch. This may be a new clue. Since this is something left by old Balkan and protected by this hidden mechanism, this very much could be a clue. But what is he trying to say? As for the new clue, there's probably related to the arch. Let's make that our next objective. Looks like monsters are here now. Or are we too loud? Let's avoid fighting and move forward with care. We're going to do a little exploration though. Broken robots. More broken robots. Oh, somebody saw us. Oh, I'll have to fight him. No way around it. Good thing they're weak to ice. Not a problem. That's how it goes up.
うち今回は足を引っ張ってないでしょ。
Avoid fighting my Heine. Let's just take them all out.
後期です。一気に片付けましょう。万事順調。しつこい。フィアス。あの世に送ってやる。動かないでね。今祝福してあげるから。くらえ。ルールは破るためにある。
Okay. We got a point out of it. That's a fight I can't avoid. Maybe switch to Trailblazer. Yeah, those guys are weak to physical. Not get to go first. Annoying enemy. Go to bed. He lived, barely. Close. She'll be no attacking me. More enemies. Probably just to get him down. Yeah, I don't like his first attack.
送ってやる。
Perfect.
自分の意志で結末にたどり着いてみせる。これ後期です。一気に片付けましょう。万事順調。うちに出くわすなんてついてないね。うちがいるんだから負けないよ。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちの
These
とって
guys
お
are
きを
all
くらえ。
dice. Kind of convenient.
輪を持って尊しとなすのはと。しつこい。うち今回は足を引っ張ってないでしょ。
Any more enemies? We got to beat one more. Oh, there's the big guy. There's always a big guy. This clue this time is very straightforward. As you see on this floor tile, there is a pattern of a counterclockwise rotation arrow. Must be somehow related to the previous clue. What exactly do these arrows mean? To be honest, I don't know for sure, but it's probably related to some sort of rotatable structure. Anyway, I'll write it down first, and I'll copy it for you. Here you go. On the sheet of paper Pela gave you, there are several ordered drawings of clockwise rotation arrow and counterclockwise rotation arrow, with another annotation at the bottom that says rotatable structure. You turn the sheet over, and some beautifully written, illegible scribbles. The words are all jumbled, but you see this passage is about the three characters, respectively named Artem, Anna, and Dalmar. Thank you. Let's keep going. Okay, let's go. Wait, no, I forgot. Give me that piece of paper right now. But I want to treasure Miss Pela's masterpiece. Oh, Trailblazer, you gotta be kidding me! If you don't give it back to me right now, I'll have to take it back. Give it to me. Let me find another blank page to write it down. God, take this one instead. Forget all the text you saw in the back, and don't you dare tell anyone else about it. Lol.
あらら、困りましょう。悪大佐。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スタールインファントム。あの世に送ってやる。はっ。動かないでね。今祝福してあげるから。始めようか。やっ。ふん。ルールは破るためにある。アウト。やっ。千の珍奇をもって鼓舞を。万事吉とならん。一心同期。
Done. Caster, thank you. Here we are. Now on the left, you rode towards the fortified zone, just behind the fortress defense line. On the right is the path leading to the frontline fortress parapet. Split up for now. In the fortified zone, there's a revolving gear bridge that is the same structure as the one in the Filmarine Guard's restricted zone. I have to go there to investigate its control terminal. So I'll pick up the road to the left. In the meantime, please use the path to the right to go to the frontline fortress and look for clues there. That's right. Meant check everyone. What if you run into Fragmented Monster? On the way here, I checked and found that the road is full of roadblocks and debris. Monsters wouldn't get close to where I'm going. Plus, all these obstacles are much easier for someone as small as me to pass through, even though I hate to talk about my size. Anyways, I can do it alone. Aren't the control terminals all around the gear bridge? This kind of gear bridge is pre-equipped with a data storage terminal. Only through this very specific terminal can you view essential data about the gear bridge. I need to verify some theories of mine, so I have to investigate this data terminal myself, which is just down the road to the left. Alright, stay safe. Never underestimate an intelligence officer. I have worked out every possible scenario and nothing will go wrong. So let's split up. After we finish our respective investigations, I shall meet you on the other side of the bridge. Beep beep. Matching object found. Matching object found. Do you wish to switch to search mode? Finally seem to have found something. Let's look around here. Where's that? Seem to hear the bridge moving. Unsurprisingly, tiles are also engraved with the pattern of a clockwise rotation arrow. Where you write it down on Pela's markbook. It's time to meet Bella across the bridge. There must be monsters roaming nearby. You should proceed with caution. It's Pela's voice. A skunk take has appeared in chat. Poison type for the weekly mission. I'm probably getting dead. Oh, he barely held on.
自分の意志で結末にたどり着いてみせる。
You tried operating the control terminal over the bridge, but it failed. Trailblazer, can you hear me? Trailblazer! I'm here. The gear bridge, it's locked. Find a way to unlock it. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Remember the sequence from the notes. You try to find a way to unlock it. Right. Clockwise. You hear a clear sound coming from the control panel terminal. Seems to be correct. And then counterclockwise. You hear a clear sound coming from the control panel. Seems to be correct step. And counterclockwise again. You hear you hear dull noises. Oh. Seems the wrong way. Needs to restart. Okay, let's try it again. So clockwise. Counterclockwise. And clockwise. The mechanical structure in the terminator is rotating nonstop. Then you hear a loud and clear sound coming from within, and the terminal becomes silent again. Rotation of the gear bridge appears to be operational again. Where are we standing now? Oh, we're over there. So we probably want to turn counterclockwise. Counterclockwise again. Now we can find Pela. Ah, finally. Almost began to think you wouldn't make it. Piece of case. You handled it with such elegance. Looks like you truly are worthy of your salt. Let's recount what just happened. After checking the data storage terminal, I found that the gear bridge breaks can be released by following the sequence of these given patterns. However, I still don't quite understand why Balkan left these passwords behind, so I thought I should meet up with you first and discuss together. But who would have thought? The moment I crossed over the gear bridge, it started rotating by itself, leaving me on the other side. I tried to control that thing, but the bridge was locked in an emergency brake. There's nothing I could do. In a hurry, I called out your name. Fortunately, you heard me. Thank God. I suppose you know how to release the brakes? To be honest, before looking at the data terminal, I really didn't know I could work this way. The braking system of the bridge in Silvermine restricted area was modified by Serval. It's much easier to use. Anyway, the strange thing is, I tried operating the terminal according to the instructions, and the gear bridge didn't move at all. Guess old Balkan somehow modified the instructions himself and purposely used some outdated instructions as a ruse. If it weren't for yous, I would have been stuck here forever. So, I really can't thank you enough. Why did the gear bridge move on its own? I was careless. I didn't notice the pressure pedal on the ground. If I had brought Vandy, it probably wouldn't have happened, but you probably would have been able to find the last clue. What a hassle. Aren't you afraid that shouting will attract monsters? I was aware of this, but there's simply no other way at the time. Lucky for us, they did not come. Almost left you here alone. But you came to help in the end, and that's all as well. By the way, I also found the key Miss Molly talked about. It's here. Also, there seems to be a scary monster nearby. I wouldn't be able to deal with it alone, so I'll have to wait for your help. Alright, let's go kick its butt. Here, my legs are sore. Let's grab the key and go back. I'll cover for you. Let's go. Good luck. Hello. Oh, there's this too. System and sinker. What kind of monster is it? Oh good, I can just shoot it. Starting with freeze. Put some protection. Oh, alarms. Okay. Let's go ahead. Give this guy a whack.
もてなすほかありませんね。落ち着いて。千の珍奇をもって鼓舞を。万事吉とならん。一心同期。楽にしてあげる。
Let's hope for a full crit here. Good. Called it.
逃がさない。うちがいるんだから負けないよ。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。始めようか。ルールは破るためにある。あんた和をもって尊しとなすのはどや。しつこい。フィアス。客ならもてなすほかありませんね。諸悪退散。うっとうしいわね。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スタールインファントム。うちの出番。ほらあんたの番だよ。
This piece of drill-shaped jewelry is engraved with the word Belkin. Must be the key to Miss Molly is looking for. Mission accomplished. Let's head back to the workshop. This trip has been so tiring. Strange drill ornament. Photo of Balkan. Challenge completed. That's it. Ooh, I can make some artifacts. Purple, but artifacts not allowed. Synthesize. What is the item that dropped? Experience material for characters. Oh, it's a character experience. That's what I got. Okay. Cool. Oh, hey, it's Trailblazer. Welcome to the workshop. I'd hazard our guess you didn't come looking for repairs. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. Based on our friendship, you can just treat the workshop like your second home. Come have a rest anytime you feel tired. Pela and I are back. Hey, look, they're back. Hey, you're back. How was it? Did you run into any danger? None at all. That's good. If something happens to you because of me. Anyway, enough ifs. Please tell me what happened. From old Balkan's puzzles to the gear bridge incidents, the strange drill ornaments, and you and Pela tell him everything you experienced on this trip to the Frangentum. What an interesting adventure. Such a pity I didn't go with you. We should have a chance to investigate those mechanisms and dismantle them next time. Wait, you have to get Deppard's approval first. Anyway, I'm glad to see you back safely. I very much appreciate your help. Plus, I'm also very interested in what we found over there. Let me take a look. I found a portrait. Submit the credit items, yes. Ah, this Balkan was really eccentric when he was young. I seem to remember that medal on his uniform. Must be the Medal of Honor from the Engine of Creation project. Also, according to the shape of the medal, this is Richard Balkan was probably one of the chief engineers of the Engine of Creation project. End of Creation? What is that? I think I've once seen it in the Technology Division's archives. To the best of my knowledge, there are very few relevant records, even the official documents the guards have access to. All I know is it's a giant geological transformation unit built during the Ulster-Rand era is almost lost now. So, I see, this guy was really incredible. And it's also strange that he liked messing with people. Are all geniuses so eccentric? Anyway, thank you. I will definitely treasure this interesting photo. I also found the key. Oh, this is it. Let me see. This drillskate gadget should fit perfectly into the keyhole of this tiny box. My hands are trembling now. Trailblazer, I hope your effort won't be wasted. We did it. What's this? A piece of paper. To the descendants of the Balkan family, never let go of the wrench and drill in your hands. Refrain from both belligerency and sycophancy. With the wrench and drill in hand, you have the power to change the world. Richard Balkan. The power to change the world. I think I get it now. I've always had a bad temper ever since I was little. All the other kids shunned me. Things didn't get better even after I got a job. I've gotten in quite a few fights with people over the very same trivial things. The truth is, I shouldn't even try to change people at all. It's just a distraction that keeps draining my passions for life itself. It's just like what my ancestors said. All I ever need was a wrench and a drill. I have figured it out. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm quitting my job at the Technology Division to start my own thing. This time, I'll make it my own. I'll be able to discuss my own fate, and if I decide my own fate, and if I ignore the noise from the outside world and just focus on the work I have at hand, one day, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to bring change to this city. I support you. My goal in life is to be like Miss Serval, who has no fear and pursues her work with such passion, while simultaneously crafting value for others. So this is how Molly sees Serval. Never thought she could take role model for somebody. Well, I'd be a bit embarrassed to say it out loud in front of her, even though I don't have the brain of a genius, nor was I born into an influential family. Miss Serval has always been my role model. But I will try my best. After all, I've already gone through so much on my own. What are you talking about, Molly? I don't like the sound of that. Did I say something wrong? Sorry. Well, it's not wrong per se, but I have to point out a few accuracies in what you just said. Firstly, even though I am the eldest daughter of the Landu family, I was actually kicked out of the family a long time ago. All that stuff about prestigious family, it's long been a distant memory. Secondly, you and I are not that different. You see, we actually have similar life experiences. We are both genius technicians who can't fit in with the military. We're both forced to get out and work on our own. Genius? No, not. I'm not like you, Serval. I'm no Jesus. Genius? I'm no Jesus. Why are you being so modest now? I heard from the Trailblazer that you weren't like this before. Miss Serval. Togetic is in chat. Please, take me as your assistant. That's right. That's the spirit of young and promising mechanic. I've been waiting for you to say this. Celebrate the first assistant to Serval's workshop. Let me play a song for everyone. Come on, Pela. Get your drum set up here. All right. Seems like I can't get out of this one. But let me go to Frizz's place first. I have to get my hands on that limited edition magazine yet. I'm actually very interested in Pela's magazine. I don't think I don't know what you're up to. You guys, especially you, Trailblazer, are not allowed to follow me. Absolutely not. Funny stuff. Ka-ching, it's done. Okay. And now Molly works here. I have changed the world in a good way. Oh, if it isn't the Trailblazer, welcome to the workshop. How have things been? Serval told me that the over and underworlds are opening up again. Thinking of heading back home. Oh, are you from the underworld? Yes, had I not told you that? I was born in Boulder Town. Both my parents are native underworlders. My dad worked for a long time at the tempering workshop in Rivet Town. That's when my interest in mechanics began to develop. Later, I picked back my bags and came here myself to learn about Belobog's cutting-edge technology. Little did I know that I'd be stuck here because of the Supreme Guardian's order. Now I've made it professionally, it's time for me to visit home. I can't wait to tell my parents about meeting you all. I'm sure they'll be happy to know that. Interesting. Making permanent changes to the world. Oh, text message. Trailblazer, are you there? When I was cleaning, I found 2 coupons for afternoon tea at the Gothwick Hotel. You want to come along? You actually clean. Oh my god. That's so bad. Why not Pela? What made you think of me? Where's Pela? She's either writing reports or rushing scripts or volunteering or sleeping. There's never a good time to ask her out. Let's meet beside the lobby. I'll be waiting. Order a drink for me. I'll be there immediately. Order something for me. Hello? Are you there? Sweet. We have unlocked Serval's quest now. Man, there's lots of coins to be had for doing the character quests.